Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us back here at AIML Innovations Channel. We're, of course, sitting here once again with Tim, and there's been a lot of exciting updates going on, Tim. But first off, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, Michael. Thanks for having me back on the program. I always enjoy our talks.
Me too. Me too. I mean, one of these days we're going to have to record a lot of the other conversations we have because we talk about a lot of interesting things. But for
We
now, let's
do.
stay on topic with AIML. So,
You
diving
got it.
into it, first and foremost, tell me about the collaboration you guys made with Trinity Western University.
Okay. We actually announced two different collaborations this week. The first one that we'll talk about, which was actually the latter release this week, not important, was a collaboration, 12-month pilot project in collaboration with Trinity Western University, which is a major university located in Western Canada that is, amongst other things, amongst their academic accreditations, are very well known for the quality of some of their athletic programs. And the purpose of this collaboration is to study the efficacy of health data that's aggregated using our remote monitoring solution, this little device right here called the Health Gauge, and using that data collected to help define and establish programs about how to define and personalize health monitoring solutions that are used specifically to improve the performance of high performance athletes. Think professional athletes or high level college athletes. And so in this collaboration, they're going to be distributing, this unit here to 150 different athletes that are participating in Trinity Western's athletic programs in the field of men and women's soccer, hockey, basketball, volleyball, and track and field, and aggregating those results. And again, the purpose of that is to take these already very highly trained, highly tuned athletes to the next layer by providing immediate and actionable data that can allow on a player by player basis to modify the program for them to improve their abilities on the field, as well as to monitor them, during a performance to make sure everything is on track. Of course, the safety and well-being of the athlete is of the utmost concern. Yeah. As we were talking off air earlier, there was an incident in the European football championships this summer, soccer championships, where a hyper fit 24-year-old professional soccer player early into a match dropped over on the field in full cardiac arrest. With no prior history of medical conditions. And so the ability to use a unit like this to help monitor the performance of athletes on the field in live time to prevent injury, but also to increase performance. That's the whole key to this study. And of course, the goal for Health Gauge is to validate the benefit of this solution as a productive tool to improve performance of the high performance athletes, think professional athletes, allowing Health Gauge to then capitalize on the very large commercial opportunities within the high performance athletic market. So that's the ultimate goal, is to commercialize this into a product that we can see being deployed and utilized amongst professional sports teams globally. That would be our ultimate goal in this.
Yeah, it is really interesting. Of course, as you said, the safety and health of the players is paramount, right? Like we really care about that. And there's a lot of ways that this can really help tell if there's any sort of issues as it aggregates data, but also it is curious to see how this can help give athletes an edge going forward. As we had
Clearly.
previously discussed, athletes are always looking and always improving, always on the path towards improving their skills and reaching above and beyond where we were, say, 5 or 10 years ago. And it really
always looking for, yeah, sorry for interrupting. I'm just going to, add to that. Yeah, they're always looking for that performance edge. And as we discussed off air, which is exactly why you see at every Olympics, every 4 years, at least half of the world and Olympic records fall by the wayside, just because in that short period of time, there's been enough advancement in training technology and so on that take the athletes to the next level. And so the athletes are always looking for that edge that will take them to to the next plateau.
Exactly. And I think it's important for people to kind of understand how much technology has helped us out along this path towards improving it. Not even so much as we had also previously discussed, man, we should have just recorded that, Tim.
Yeah, exactly.
The tennis rackets and so on and so forth and the improvements, but also just the ability to analyze what it is the people have done, what it is they're doing, and how to improve that. And this data that you guys are gathering is priceless in that it can really help steer people in the correct direction.
Clearly, and that is our goal, is to prove and validate our technology as the go-to technology for the high performance athletes, and expect some more news regarding this in the near future in this particular area of interest on our part. So,
wonderful. Well, Tim, any other updates you want to give people? Anything else been going on at AIML?
Absolutely. We had one other announcement this week, also a very important and exciting area to us, and very much at a different end of the spectrum. And this is a new partnership and collaboration that we announced earlier this week with an organization called AI on Call. And AI on Call is a company that has developed novel protocols and algorithms to improve the timely capture of health data that's required in the rapid identification and prioritization of at-risk patients for sepsis and acute illness, specifically in seniors. And so they've deployed their algorithm in several different senior facilities with amazing results. They are finding that by looking at a certain specific set of data in a timely fashion, it is very predictive and helps diagnose and even prevent the onset of sepsis and other acute illnesses in seniors. But the missing piece for them is that tool that allows for the immediate, accurate aggregation of the data, and of course that's where we come into the picture. What they need from us, which is right in our sweet spot, is the ability in live time, 24 hours a day, to aggregate things like heart rate, blood pressure, respiratory rate, body temperature, and O2, so oxygen saturation in the blood. We absolutely can and do provide all that data. And so that gets aggregated, fed into their algorithm, and out the other side comes this predictive tool that helps the healthcare team at a much earlier stage understand what's going on with those seniors. So very, very important market. And we're looking to deploy this first into 3 seniors health facilities located in British Columbia. And that is the initial deployment target for this joint venture. And then a rollout across British Columbia, Alberta, and Ontario before going global. In North America alone, there are approximately 60 million seniors who could benefit from this specific service. So it's a large, robust, and very, very important market. So once again, we're we're finding these niche markets, and niche is the wrong word because niche connotes something small, whereas these are actually very large, substantial, robust markets. But we're finding these very specific markets where there is applicability of the health gauge technology to a specific subset of users in a way that just hasn't been done before. And so these are exciting breakthroughs that we believe will lead to large, robust commercialization opportunities for us going forward.
Yeah, Tim, between these two applications, it really shows the versatility of the software, the data that you guys are compiling. Not only is it potentially used to push people past the upper echelon of our potential, it's also used to kind of be a safety net and catch the problems that we all are eventually going to face. And getting a handle on those problems as early as possible is something we've struggled with for a long time, even though the sooner we get a handle on them, the much easier they are to treat. So, Tim, sounds like you guys have been really busy. Your wheelhouse is spinning really strong. So thank you for coming on and thank you for the updates. If anyone has any questions about any of this, let us know. Or if you have any ideas about potential applications for this stuff, let us know as well. We'll be very happy to dive into that too. But for now, Tim, have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Michael. A pleasure.